Hello students, we'll continue with our chapter Light.
We all know that refraction is bending of light when light travels from one medium to another medium. Now we'll discuss about refraction by spherical lens. So first of all, what is a lens? Basically, lens is a transparent material bound by two surfaces of which one or both surfaces are spherical, and lenses are of two types. A lens may have two spherical surfaces bulging outwards. Such a lens is called a double convex lens or simply a convex lens, as shown in the first figure. It is thicker at the middle as compared to the edges, and it converges light rays. That's why convex lenses are called converging lenses. Similarly, a double concave lens is bounded by two spherical surfaces curved inwards. It is thicker at the edges than at the middle, as you are able to see in the second figure. Such lenses diverge light rays that falls on them. A double concave lens is usually called a concave lens. Let's discuss few terms associated with the lens. As we know that a lens, either a convex lens or a concave lens, has two spherical surfaces, and that's why they are known as spherical lenses. And the centers of these spheres are called centers of curvature of the lens. The center of curvature of a lens is usually represented by the letter C. Since there are two centers of curvature, we may represent them as C1 and C2. An imaginary straight line passing through the two centers of curvature of a lens is called its principal axis, and the central point of a lens is called its optical center and is represented by the letter O. Now let several rays of light parallel to the principal axis are falling on a convex lens. So what will happen to these rays? They will converge to a point. This point on the principal axis is called the principal focus of the lens. Now, if similar kind of rays parallel to the principal axis are falling on the concave lens, then they will appear to diverge from a point, and this point on the principal axis is called the principal focus of the concave lens. That's why convex lens is known as converging lens and concave lens is known as diverging lens. If we pass parallel rays from the opposite surface of the lens, we'll get another principal focus on the opposite side, and letter F is usually used to represent principal focus. However, a lens has two principal foci. They are represented by F1 and F2. The distance of the principal focus from the optical center of a lens is called its focal length, and it is represented by letter small f, as was used in case of the mirrors. Now we'll discuss various rules that helps us in drawing ray diagrams in case of spherical lens. First one, if a ray of light from the object parallel to the principal axis after refraction from a convex lens passes through the principal focus on the other side of the lens as shown in first figure, and in case of concave lens the ray appears to diverge from the principal focus located on the same side of the lens as shown in figure second. Second rule: a ray of light passing through a principal focus after refraction from a convex lens will emerge parallel to the principal axis as shown in figure 1, and a ray of light appearing to meet at the principal focus of a concave lens after refraction will emerge parallel to the principal axis as shown in figure second. And the third rule is a ray of light passing through the optical center of a lens will emerge without any kind of deviation in case of both the lenses, that is either a convex lens or a concave lens. Now the images formed first by convex lens. First case, when the object is at infinity, the image is formed at the focus and the image is highly diminished, means जो साइज होगा इमेज का वो ऑब्जेक्ट के कंपैरिजन में बहुत ज़्यादा रिड्यूस्ड होगा. इमेज रियल होगी. रियल मीन्स दैट कैन बी फॉर्म्ड ऑन अ स्क्रीन and image will be inverted. Second case, when the object is beyond 2f1 as shown by the red arrow, then the image is formed between f2 and 2f2, and as in the first case, image will be diminished, real and inverted. In the third case, when we place the object at the 2f1, the image is formed at 2f2, and the important characteristic is its size, because in this case the size of the object and the size of the image will be equal, and the nature of the image will be real and inverted. Fourth case, when the object is placed between 2f1 and f1. अब क्या होगा, जैसे ही ऑब्जेक्ट 2f1 से आगे चले जाएगा इमेज का साइज इंक्रीज होना शुरू हो जाएगा. So in this case the image will be enlarged, but similarly as happens in the previous three cases, it will be real and inverted. In the fifth case, when the object is at f1, the image is formed at infinity. It is highly enlarged, real and inverted. And when the object is placed between f1 and optical center O, the image is formed on the same side of the lens. Size will be bigger as compared to the object, and the image is virtual and erect. So in case of convex lens, there is only one case when the nature of the image is virtual, and The case is when we place the object between F1 and optical center O. Now the image is formed by concave lens. First case, when the object is at infinity, the image is formed at the focus F1 on the same side of the lens, and the image is highly diminished, virtual and erect. And in the second case, when we place the object between infinity and F1, the image is formed between F1 and O, that is the optical center, and on the same side of the lens. Image is again diminished, virtual and erect. So from the ray diagrams we can conclude few things. कॉन्केव लेंस के केस में दोनों बार वर्चुअल एंड इरेक्ट इमेज फॉर्म होगी. कॉन्वेक्स लेंस के केस में सिर्फ एक ही ऑब्जेक्ट की प्लेस पे जो इमेज की नेचर है वो वर्चुअल और इरेक्ट होगी. मोर ओवर, अगर आप कॉन्वेक्स लेंस की रे डायग्राम्स को देखते हैं तो यू विल फाइंड दैट जो उसके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं मैच करते हैं कॉन्केव मिरर के साथ, और जो कॉन्केव लेंस की इमेजेस के कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं मैच करते हैं कॉन्वेक्स मिरर की रे डायग्राम्स के साथ. Sign convention for spherical lenses is similar as case of the spherical mirrors. The only difference is that in case of the spherical mirrors, we measure the distance from the pole, that is P, and in case of lenses, we measure the distance from the optical center, that is O. And the other rules are same as we have learned in case of spherical mirrors. Here the focal length of a convex lens is positive and the focal length of a concave lens is negative, and the rest of the rules are same as in case of spherical mirrors. हमने मिरर्स के केस में मिरर फार्मूला पढ़ा था. नाउ वी आर डिस्कसिंग रिफ्रैक्शन. तो अब हम देखेंगे कि लेंस फार्मूला क्या होता है. जैसे मिरर फार्मूला रिलेशनशिप था ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्टेंस, इमेज डिस्टेंस और फोकल लेंथ के बीच में, सिमिलरली लेंस फार्मूला भी एक रिलेशनशिप है ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्टेंस, इमेज डिस्टेंस और फोकल लेंथ ऑफ द लेंस. The only difference between the mirror formula and the lens formula is 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. But mirror formula के केस में क्या था, माइनस की जगह प्लस का साइन था. That is the difference between the mirror formula and the lens formula. Magnification produced by the spherical lenses. Similarly, जैसे मिरर्स के केस में था, lenses के केस में भी magnification is the ratio of height of the image to the height of the object, और एक और तरीके से भी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, that is the object distance and the image distance. The last topic of the chapter is power of a lens. As we have studied that जब भी लाइट लेंस में से पास करती है तो उसमें बेंडिंग होती है. जो कॉन्वेक्स लेंस होता है वो लाइट को कन्वर्ज कर देता है, और जो कॉन्केव लेंस होता है वो लाइट को डाइवर्ज कर देता है. और इसी कन्वर्जेंस और डाइवर्जेंस की डिग्री को हम लेंस की पार मानते हैं, और जो लेंस की पार होती है दैट इज द रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ इट्स फोकल लेंथ, एंड इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय द लेटर P, and it is given as P is equal to 1 upon F. The SI unit of power of a lens is diopter. It is denoted by the letter D. If focal length is expressed in meters, then power is expressed in diopters. Thus, 1 diopter is the power of a lens whose focal length is 1 meter, and the power of a convex lens is positive and that of a concave lens is negative, because it is related to the focal length of the lenses, and the opticians prescribe corrective lenses indicating their powers.